Hello, thanks for joining us. This is TVC News at 10, coming to you live from our headquarters here in Lagos. Now, this edition features flashback, a recap of some stories that made headlines during the week. But first, today's news. Now, let's begin with this report on the national grid. The Transmission Company of Nigeria says the nation's grid did not experience any collapse, as earlier reported, but that the Benin-Omotosho line tripped and has since been restored. The General Manager, Public Affairs of TCN in Didumba, in a statement, explained that at about 1:41 p.m., the Osogbo-Ihovo line tripped, followed by the tripping of the Benin-Omotosho line, which affected bulk supply to only Lagos access alone. He clarifies that at about 1 p.m., just before the tripping, total generation on the grid was 4,335.63 megawatts, and after the situation, generation was 2,573.23 megawatts, showing clearly that the grid did not experience a collapse. Mr. Omba confirmed that transmission line affected was Egbe, Lorushogo, Omotosho, Geregu, and Paras, but these have all been restored except for the Benin-Omotosho 330 kV line, whose restoration is ongoing. He affirmed that TCN is working to put in place a robust transmission grid in spite of prevailing challenges to ensure efficient electricity supply. Now let's delve into this. For more on this development, I'm joined by the former chairman of Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission, Dr. Sam Amadi. He joins me via Zoom from Abuja. Good to have you join us, Dr. Amadi. So I want to get to your thoughts on what played out today. A lot of Nigerians were thinking perhaps this is the 13th national grid collapse, but the TCN has come out to say it is not a collapse. It was just a tripping of at least some lines, and they've explained that the power generation has now dropped from about 4,000 to 2,000. I just want to get your thoughts on all of these challenges we're facing in the power sector.
Well, I think TCN is the authoritative person to tell us what has happened to the grid, and so their statements should be taken as the true position. So again, I'm also surprised if there was a collapse, we shouldn't have supplied quickly. So the fact that here in Abuja, I'm on the grid right now. So I would think perhaps there was line tripping. The point is that we are still running a fragile network, and it's trippings like this could be expected. The question then is how frequent and how prepared is the TCN, the network manager, to preempt some of these more frequent tripping or total collapse, as we've seen in the last year, about 12 or thereabout, and also how quickly they are to bring back supply if they do happen. So two things we have to pursue. I think first is to reduce the frequency of collapses or trippings, because essentially the difference is that with tripping, you lose supply in some areas, you won't have total grid collapse. But there are also lack of supply. So we need to reduce that frequency, and that means investment in financing, investment in change management, so that the TCN will be working more efficient to stop events like this happening. And again, when they do happen, like they quickly bring back supply. So the point is that Nigerians are looking forward to a better service quality next year, or this year rather, but that requires a lot of changes in both infrastructure, management strategy, and a much more.
And Dr. Amadi, apologies for interrupting you, because if I touching on what I wanted to ask you, Nigerians are paying more now for electricity compared to what we're paying before. The tariff is higher, so the expectation is that you also have, if not sufficient, because sufficiency is one thing, sustainability and stability is another thing. What Nigerians are asking for is some level of stability, if not sufficiency, and it doesn't seem like they've been able to get that. What are the missing links, and how can that? I mean, that's your sector. You've been in that sector for a really long time.
Sure, I think we are paying more clearly because, and partly because of forex crisis, devaluation has impact on the pricing of essentials. So people must get it clear. The increase in tariff does not mean that there are new supplies. No, it means that the cost of producing even the same old quantity has increased. That's one. Number two, Nigerians might expect two things. I think there should be incremental stability. What that means is that even without new supplies coming in, and we do hope they come in during the year, the existing supply should be well managed. I think this is where the regulator, NEC, and the minister need to do more to incent efficiency. And I give an example. Many of the outages or lack of supply is because somebody did not run the lines very well, somebody is not monitoring the lines, or sometimes they say fire, snake, some kind of tripping. So all these things are manageable and preventable. So I think the low-hanging fruit is to improve the quality of management at the TCN and at the distribution ends. If the regulator and the Ministry of Power, and I've advocated for a task force. Look, we used to have special task force. This task force should be not political appointees or friends of the minister or regulator, but Nigerians who have experience, who will have oversight, so that sometimes the institutions miss out on their job. And someone has to hit them, someone has to pressure them to do those work. Now, with the task force running surveillance of the network, monitoring how each person is doing the work, you're able to reduce that. So I think you're right that at the price we're paying now, we need improvement in quality of service. We need improvement on reducing the frequency of outages so that Nigerians have longer period of electricity supply, and it's possible even before we wait for bigger capacity growth. So I think we need to have more quality, more less frequency collapses, and more stability, and that can only be happen if NEC and the ministry put more pressure on TCN.
We will see how they respond to all of these issues. We hope they are listening, and something is done quickly. Always a pleasure to have you on, former chairman of NEC, Dr. Sam Mamadi.
Thank you. Thank you.